come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is DJ Reed returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Rashad Penny.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Check 9. Nice play. Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the heartbeat. 14, got it.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
No, hey, 0-0. Hey.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Wilson with the handoff.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Check. Hey, alert. 36 power. Easy. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Calais. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
15. First down, Cardinals.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He pitches it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Marquise Blair.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Where the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Calais. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
They run with Calais. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Mike 5-9,
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Bring it. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Push him back. 14,
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run out to the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run. Calais. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it, took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's the end of
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Calais. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And goal to go.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Daniels on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right here.
Now Murray off play action. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Check, 43. Got to do better.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for two. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
31.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on first down. It's Carson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A second and 10 now. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
48 for Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Bring out.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Go down, 4 down, 4 down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Championships, baby. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. One pass, one pass. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Wilson trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Here we go, G. Alert. 48 for Mike. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's the backup Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run it with Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
6-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Chris Carson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
27.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 1/3 of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Seahawks 38. Cardinals 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, "Hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here." And the end result there.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Murray, one final try. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.